Good morning, good afternoon, good day, dear friends. Thank you all for joining today. Uh, we hope there will be more joining, but in the interest of time, let's get started. As you know, today we're gathered here to share and experience the holy pilgrimage that some of us participated in. And for those of us who weren't able to participate, we will experience this pilgrimage through the experiences that are going to be shared by our dear Guru Bhais, right? So let's start with an invocation followed by a prayer, and we'll have a chant that we will take into a very brief meditation, and then we will let our Guru Bhais share their experiences. So let us sit upright, center ourselves, and offer a prayer together. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, friend, beloved God, great masters of Kriya Yoga, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Mahashaya, Swami Shri Yukteswarji, beloved Master, Paramhansa Yogananda ji, saints and sages of all religions, dearest friend and guide, Swami Kriyananda ji, we humbly bow at thy feet. Divine Mother, thank you for this satsang. Thank you for the opportunity to be a part of this pilgrimage. And thank you for allowing us to be a channel to share the experiences from this holy pilgrimage. Make us each a perfect instrument of thy divine love. Help us tune in to thy divine wisdom, and may thy love shine forever on the sanctuary of our devotion, and may we be able to awaken thy love in all hearts. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let us take this chant into a very brief meditation of about 2 minutes. The words to this chant are: fill my body, fill my spirit, fill me with the sound of Om. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So I would like to invite Roshni first to kindly share your experiences with us.
Morning, good afternoon, everybody. So I just have 5 minutes to talk. Just want to start off with, we started a satsanga with Nayan Swami Joshti and Devi when we arrived in Delhi. And what was amazing was when Joshti told us that when we visit these sacred places, we should be, feel the vibration and go inwards, which actually was very good that he mentioned that to us, because when we went to visit all these places, we could literally feel the vibrations of all the masters, the places that we visited. Everybody I know had their favorite place to say, but which their favorite place was. Like, I mean, Tanya said Varanasi was her favorite. But to me, every place that we visited was very special. And it felt like the masters were walking with us, through this holy pilgrimage. From Babaji's cave, we could feel his presence there, although most of us, somehow wished that we could have had a glimpse of Babaji, but just being there, we could just feel his presence. Even going to Lahiri Maisha's house, and just putting our hands on the door was just, you could just feel that vibration. Even going to Sri Yukteswar's hermitage in Puri, just being there and, feeling that vibration, that master was there. The story of hiding the cauliflower and him going to the well, and Sri Yukteswar asked him to look for this brass thing at the well, and we actually stood there by the well, and it was just amazing. You could just feel that they were there. We could feel their presence. So every place that we visited was really special, and could feel the vibration right through to Dakshineshwar, Mother Kali's temple. I personally could feel her presence there as well. It was. I mean, Kolkata, going to Master's house, walking up that stairs, could actually feel Master walking up that stairs to the attic and meditating there. We all had an opportunity to sit in the attic and meditate. I literally could feel his presence, there while we meditated. And even downstairs in the room that he sat when Babaji appeared before him, we also sat in that room and meditated. We could feel Master's presence, we could feel Babaji's presence there. It was beautiful. Even going to Tulsi Bo's place, the room that we had our Kriya initiation, I think Tulsi Bo's great grandson gave us a talk and share the experiences that Master and Tulsi Bose had. He said that their bodies were levitating when his mum came to look for them because they didn't come to eat. And when she said that their body, she saw their bodies levitating, I mean, it was just amazing. You could just like kind of imagine, being in that room and seeing their bodies up there. It just could feel them. Each place that we visited, I felt personally that these masters were walking with us, through all the places that we visited. It was amazing. The people that we were with were amazing. There was never a dull moment or a low moment. The energy was beautiful and very uplifting, amazing. Some of the places we visited, we traveled quite far, but we never felt that journey, that long hours of traveling. It was just amazing. That's all I can say, really. Beautiful. It was amazing, and I wish I could go back again, just to experience it again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Roshni. We can feel the joy that is being flowing through you. Thank you so much for. I know you were put in a tight spot for with just 5 minutes, but thank you so much for sharing your experiences. So I would now like to invite Leon to kindly share your experience.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and wherever you are. Thank you for joining this satsang. It's been a privilege to really share this experience with a lot of you. So I hope everyone can see my slides. So I'm just going to bring you through a little bit on how the whole journey for us to walk through this. So what I'm going to share with you is more towards like some of the essence of the inspiration of each places that I've been visited, and hope I can do my best to bring you guys through and relive the experience again for some of you, and for some of you who have not joined, hopefully can help you to kind of like feel what sort of like vibration that we all have experienced in this holy pilgrimage. So I think we begin our journey in Raniket. I actually spoke to Bara and Shamini, and they told me that coincidentally, so happened that planned the entire trip based on the footstep of masters. So hence I named this like walking the footstep of masters. So we started our journey in Raniket, which is to Babaji Cave. Then we flew to Varanasi to visit Lari Mahasaya home, and as well as the Satya Lok. And then we went to Puri to visit the Sri Yukteswar, the seaside hermitage. And then we flew to Kolkata, where we visited Master's home and Tosibo's shrine. And we went to Vrindavan and also Agra. So like I think what Roshni have really perfectly pointed out, which is the Jyotish experience. So I wanted to share a little bit, like he began a very good satsang with sharing that what is the core of Ananda. And he beautifully put it is as like Ananda is about friendship. And that's pretty much the core of Ananda. And organization, structure, numbers, they're all like secondary. It doesn't matter so much. It's important, but it doesn't matter so much as compared to the friendship. And not just the friendship from like the people who are in Ananda, but also the whole pilgrimage. I felt like I've met my spiritual family. We are great friends. We are connecting even until today. So it's really about this whole vibration of like friendship. And secondly, which is what Roshni have just mentioned, there is actually two things: the outer pilgrimage and the inner pilgrimage. And Jyotish mentioned about what Swamiji said about this, which I would like to share it with you. So what Swamiji said, for pilgrimage, two things are necessary: the place and the pilgrim's own receptivity. So a lot of people might have lived in a place of pilgrimage and feel nothing. One needs to be sensitive enough to attune oneself inwardly. And Yogananda ji said, if you go to places where masters have lived, the vibrations there will quicken your realization. The master's divine vibrations are still there, just as strong as when they were physically present. Those who are in tune when they go to holy places will feel that presence. But first, one has to meditate and prepare oneself. And this is what I really resonate with what Yogananda ji have said, and also Korean Swamiji have said. It's really about preparing your own self into these holy places. And one of the approach that I've taken, and I believe a lot of like Guru Bhais have taken as well in this trip, is before going to all these places, we all read the chapter of autobiography of a yogi and really bring out things that the stories that have resonated with personally with us. So, and also meditate upon it. So this is the approach that I actually took before I visited this place, which I felt really enhanced my whole experience of pilgrimage. So we begin our journey in Babaji Cave. As you can see in the top left corner, this is where the foothill is. We had to walk through some of the muddy area, about probably 30 to 45 minutes walk. Unfortunately, they were doing construction. I heard from Bara and Shamini, there was supposed to be a jeep to bring us to this foothill, but we had to walk through the journey. So I guess this is sort of like our karma to walk through this sort of like journey and allow us to reflect, what's the journey would be. And from the foothill, we will go all the way up. As you can see on the left-hand side here, you can see way to Babaji Cave. This was the point where I think I took about 20 minutes walk and I have about 10 minutes walk to the entrance. And the journey hike up is quite intense, actually, for myself. And also we'll walk through the path of like the river where Lahiri Mahasaya was floating on the river, and for they have a couple of hours to receive purification from Babaji. And then we went to the Babaji cave itself on the top right hand side of the picture. This is the entrance of Babaji cave, and in the cave it can fit about approximately 15 people. And here I just want to read sort of like the passage from autobiography, because I feel it's very important. So this is where really inspired me, this chapter, right? So here it goes. It says, Angelic Guru, as you have already favored mankind by resurrecting the lost Kriya art, will you not increase that benefit by relaxing the strict requirements for discipleship? I gaze beseechingly at Babaji. I pray that you permit me to communicate Kriya to all seekers, even though at first they cannot vow themselves to complete inner renunciation. The tortured men and women of the world, pursued by the threefold suffering, need special encouragement. They may never attempt the road of freedom if Kriya initiation be withheld from them. Be it so. The divine wish has been expressed through you. With these simple words, the merciful Guru banished the rigorous safeguards that for ages had hidden Kriya from the world. Give Kriya freely to all who humbly ask for help. And I think it's a very, very beautiful passage over here, where we all had the opportunity to learn about Kriya, thanks to the plea from Lahiri Mahasaya, and it happened in this cave, in the Babaji cave alone. So I'd like to let's just close our eyes for just 1 minute, just 1 minute. And I would like us to just feel the gratitude from this passage, that we are all so blessed, that we have all given the opportunity to learn Kriya. Thank you, Babaji. Thank you, Lahiri. So, I think after this, I want to share with you one beautiful kind of like story. And this journey was led by Mahavir. So Mahavir was our tour guide, and I can tell you it's such a blessing to meet this guy. He is so loving and kind to all of us, despite we have not met him. So I would like to share with you one of his very interesting story. He personally said that he had met Babaji, and it was in this like hotel where he met two Swami appeared in front of him. And one of the Swami actually asked him, like, do you have any money with you? And he took out like, hey, here's 20 rupee for you. And this person is like glowing, looks youthful, and he said his name was Babaji. And he asked Mahavir, like, is this all you have? And he's like, yes, that's all I had. And in his heart, in his mind, he was thinking like, actually in my bank account, I only left with 2,000 rupee. But Babaji instantly read his mind and he said that, don't worry, thousands of my disciple will come to you in future. And he really, really took that and believed in that, right? And 1.5 months later, he met a disciple from Babaji, and he told him to travel around India. And at the end of the travel, this person actually gave him a certificate, like it, it's actually 3,500 US dollar. Back in those days, it actually worth a lot of money. And he shared that I am so blessed to have like Babaji put like giving me this blessing. And the person who came from US, his name is Jim. He was from Iowa, and he said that it was Babaji guidance for me to come to India to look for you as well. So it's really amazing to see how Babaji has communicated to two individuals and have met together. And in future, and of course, Mahavir has been organizing all the tours for Ananda. And this shows that's why what Babaji said that thousands of disciples will come to you. And that's how his life, and he shows a good example of how he's perfectly in tune with Babaji. Because like he also helped us, gave us mala. So he actually gave us like mala, each of us, I think you can see it. And he actually gave us as a prasad, and which is so beautiful. Um, and he shared that anything, that he will always pray for Babaji, Babaji this, Babaji that. For me, when I look into him, it's like a perfect example for us to learn, like every time when we work, in relationship, at home, we always pray to Guru and we always attune ourselves to them. This is what I learned from Mahavir alone. And next, we actually went to Varanasi, Lahiri Mahasaya. So on the left-hand side here, top left corner, it was on the boat where we go through all the ghats. This is where we actually also meditated there a little while. Bottom left corner is the entrance of Lahiri's Satyalok, is where half of his ashes was stored in this ashram. And in the middle, we can see Samadhi Mandir. This is Lahiri's ashes. And last but not least, on the right-hand side, it was what Rosni have said earlier, which is the house of Lahiri. And it was just touching the door. I personally felt like my soul was being like absorbed. Like I really wanted to go in, and that's how powerful this place is. And even though it's not open, right? But what I was very inspired from Varanasi and especially Lahiri's home is that if you remember in the autobiography Yogi chapter, Babaji told him that he's not supposed to go to Himalaya to meditate, but he is to fulfill his duty to show people that as balanced life, you can still obtain liberation. So I was really inspired by him, how he can go through his accounting life. He's an accountant, for a railroad company for, 9 to 5. And back home after that, he will do his duty as a husband and as a father. And at night, he'll be teaching meditation. And he used the whole midnight just to meditate. And I think three of our Guru Bhais went to Lahiri's house at 11 p.m. and they felt a strong vibration. I was like thinking like, why? And that's because that moment is the time where Lahiri starts to meditate at night. So hence they can felt like the vibration in Lahiri's house. So, okay, it's 3:30. I need another 10 minutes to kind of like share this experience. Hope you guys are okay with this. And then after that, we flew to Puri to visit the seaside hermitage, and it's called Karat Ashram. On the top left corner here, I believe this is one of the master's home where he used to stay, and this is where the cauliflower that was robbed, in this because like he forgot to lock the door in the hermitage, if you can still remember. And Yukteswar was like, have you actually locked it? And it's like, not, I think I've locked it. And it's like, no, you have not locked it. And he just said that carelessness in material world is something like that. Don't quote me for it, but it's something along like carelessness in material world cannot be forgiven, even though you are doing divine contemplation. So what is telling us that we need to also make sure our responsibility in the real world is being met, despite us contemplating about our spiritual duties and so on. So he is usually it comes across Sri Yukteswar come across as a very disciplined and strict guru, but he is also a very loving guru at the same time, right? But I want to share with you one reading that really inspired me in Puri Ashram, where I meditated upon it, and I felt a very strong learning out from it. And it was the chapter Years in My Master's Hermitage. This is what Sri Yukteswar have said. Just as the purpose of eating is to satisfy hunger, not greed, so the sex instinct is designed for the propagation of the species according to natural law, never for kindling of the initiable longings, he said. Destroy wrong desires now. Otherwise, they will follow you after the astral body is torn from its physical casing. Even when the flesh is weak, the mind should be constantly resistant. If temptation assails you with cruel force, overcome it by impersonal analysis and indomitable will. Every nature passion can be mastered. Conserve your powers. Be like the capacious ocean, absorbing within all tributary rivers of the senses. Small yearnings are openings in the reservoir of your inner peace, meeting healing waters to be wasted in the desert soil of materialism. The forceful activating impulse of wrong desire is the greatest enemy to the happiness of man. Roam in the world as the lion of self-control. See that the frogs of weakness don't kick you around, which kind of like really like resonate with me a lot, because I have a lot of like small yearnings, and these small yearnings, as you feed upon it, as I fed upon it, I realized that it grows bigger and bigger. So this is a perfect reminder for myself, to be really self-control and really look into those weakness are just like little frogs, right? Where you can just, put that aside. They're just little frogs, just don't entertain them, but really focus on self-control. So I actually meditated this in the hermitage, and I felt a strong presence from Sri Yukteswar coming in to flow through me and really teaching me about self-control. That's kind of like what I want to share with you guys today. In the middle bottom, going back to the picture, this is the meditation spot of Sri Yukteswar, who meditated for his entire life in the hermitage. And the right hand side, we did visit Tota Puri, which I highly recommend you to visit as well, because this banyan tree, it has lived more than like I think 300-400 years, and it has a very very strong powerful vibration over there as well. Very beautiful place in Puri. Kolkata, and then we follow to Kolkata. I think Kolkata is one of the most people's favorite place because of Master, I guess. We first went to Master home on the top left corner. Here you can see, I'm not too sure you can see in the picture, we met Somnath and also Sarita, which is the great grand daughter of Master's family, and they are there to take care of the home. Beautiful people, really, really beautiful people. They really treated us like a home, like a family. So please go and visit them, and you will feel like the whole like friendship from them and the family vibration from them. And the bottom left is where this is where Babaji appeared when Master was meditating in a chapter for Go to America, where he said that I was praying until my brain was almost split into half. And finally, Babaji was like knocking at the door and he appeared in this room. And when I was meditating in this room, I felt strong intensity of master prayer, right? It felt like any prayer if you do there, you can actually be answered by Babaji. At the middle and the right-hand side is the attic. It's a very, very small attic. You can see in this room right now, there's about 5 people that's sitting in the room. Very small attic. I was sitting above there meditating. Very strong presence from Master as well. I could hear him like really chanting Om, Om from Master. And it's such a powerful vibration over here as well. And I can pretty much say that, we can feel the physical presence of Master over there, despite if we can't see it. And after that, we went to Tosibo Shrine. This is where we did our Kriya initiation on the top left corner. And then you can see at the left-hand side, I was holding the trident. And this is the trident that was passed from Babaji, to Sri Yukteswar, to Lahiri, to Master. And I remember Master was going to America, and they don't allow this trident to be carried in the ship. So Master has passed it to Tosi, and Tosi was the childhood friend of Master. And ever since then, it was kept in this home, and it was kept beautifully there, preserved wonderfully over there. Very strong vibration as well. In the middle, you can see like a tiger skin. So this is the tiger skin where Master have meditated for many, many, many years. And also next to it is a deer skin that was given by Master to Tosi. So we were just touching and feeling the vibration. It was really full of dedication, devotion of Master's meditation. And on the right-hand side, this is Manesh. He's the grandson of Tosi. And amazing story. I love what Roshni have shared. He actually shared with us the story of Master and Tosi used to meditate in the shrine or in the bedroom. And once they meditate, they will actually levitate up. He was just sharing this story with us, which is very, very beautiful over here. My last 2 slides. Serampore. So we went to Serampo. This is the Bayan tree. If you remember, Sri Yukteswar have completed the boat Holy Signs, and he went to the Ganges River to shower, to bathe. And after that, he was walking past and he saw Babaji was in this tree itself. And there was like a lot of like saints meditated in this Bayan tree as well. So we visited there. Bottom left corner is the ashram in Serampo. And in middle, it was Ishan. So Ishan is also a very, very beautiful person. He's the, I think, great-grandson of Ananta, which is the older brother of Master. And he was sharing with us the story of all the saints that he have met. Beautiful man. Again, I took some pictures of the food. Personally, it's the best food I've ever eaten. I think because he cooked so much with love. So this was it happened at his home. All right. So last but not least, I want to close this with a quote. To those who think me near, I will be near. This is by Yogananda, right? And I want to share with you a short sharing from Swamiji alone. Because I felt it's very important. This message is because yes, some of us have the privilege to visit these holy places, and we do felt like there is like so much energy going on, right? I think the analogy that I spoke to Shujo was the director of Ananda Mumbai, and he shared with me that we all have this well underneath us, and the feeling is like we have to dig and dig every single day, right? And there's little water one day, and some days there's no water. But when we visit these holy places, it's a dark well, and hence we can access to this energy so much. But let's not forget that we also have access to this at this very moment, right now. So this is what Swamiji have also said, right? He suggested as well that we in tune to Yogananda's outstanding characteristic and try to feel the consciousness behind them. Some that he mentioned are Master's complete absence of ego, his deep impersonal respect for everyone, his ability to understand others from within them, and not as most people do from the outside, his delightful, impish sense of humor, and his completely positive attitude towards everyone and everything. So this is what Swamiji have said, and I hope to leave this to all of us, that as long as we pray and do our sadhana every single day, we always feel Master presence with us. So thank you so much for this opportunity to share this satsang. And Anil, do I close with a healing prayer or should I pass it back to you? All right.
Yes,
So
please.
We'll just do a healing prayer right now to share the blessings that we have gathered in this satsang. Let's just close our eyes, have our spine straight up, and focus on the point in between our eyebrows. And let's bring to mind people who are in need of blessing and healing. And now let's pray together. Divine Mother, Thou art omnipresent. Thou art in these thy children. Manifest thy healing presence in their bodies, minds, and souls. And what we do, we're going to rub our hands together and I'm going to send out 3 ohms. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Thank you, Leon. Special thanks for coming up with the idea of this satsang and for preparing these wonderful slides and sharing your experiences. Thank you, Roshni. Thank you, everybody, for participating and sharing your love and energy. So we will see you all tomorrow. We have a special guest, a very special guest, who is Nayaswami Jaya, a pioneer of Ananda back in the early days of Ananda's inception. So I would highly recommend that you take time and join the satsang with friends and family for this beautiful topic that he's going to discuss tomorrow. So see you all then tomorrow. Thank you. Joy to you.
Joy to you.
Thank you.